Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over some Paldean Pokemon that we can expect in the future here. Now we have some amazing infographics done by Flairblaze. You want to check them out. I'm going to put a picture up here. They do some amazing work over there on Twitter with some of these infographics. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of these Paldean Pokemon that we could potentially expect in the future, or at least coming into Pokemon Go very soon here. Now we got some fun Pokemon that are going to have evolutions now, and then we'll receive one with this newer generation here. So these candies could convert into some of these newer Pokemon. With that said, some, not all of them, okay? I do believe most of the ones that we're taking a look at are going to kind of transfer over, but there are Pokemon within the Paldean region that are seemingly look like an evolution of another Pokemon, but they'll have a whole entire candy separation. We're talking like paradox Pokemon and stuff like that, okay? But when it comes down to like the Primeape evolution, that one will potentially carry over the candies. So with that said, I'm fairly new to these, so bear with me on the names, okay? Yeah, so let's see what we have going on for these new Pokemon here. Getting into the first ones here, we have Sprigatito, which is going to evolve into Farigiraf, and then we have Masquerada. Okay, so did I do it right? Okay, so taking a look at this, it is going to be a pure grass type until its final evolution. So Masquerada is going to have a max combat power of 3,193. Stamina 183, attack 233, and then defense 153. It's gonna have a whole hell of a lot of weaknesses. Massively weak to bug, weak to fire, poison, flying, ice, fighting, and fairy, resisting psychic, grass, water, ground, electric, ghost, and dark. And then we do have the IVs that you would want for potential leagues here. So I heard that this was a fan favorite for this newer generation. Then again, it could be the duck. Then again, it could be the crocodile. I don't know, because everybody's got their preference. But we'll have to see how they do translate into Pokemon Go here. All right, moving on to the next ones here. We have Fuecoco, Crocalor, and Skeledorge. That one, okay? We'll get the names down in the future. So Fuecoco's evolution, fire all the way up until the final one, which is going to be fire and ghost. Okay, so the final evolution is going to have a max combat power of 3,422, stamina 332, attack 207, defense 178. So ghost and fire type, this is going to be reminiscent of Chandelure. And Chandelure is a pretty good Pokemon. It received a Community Day. It received Poltergeist, which is a massive new ghost move. Sure, it's a cool move and all, but I mean, it doesn't really help out Chandelure, but hey, doesn't really matter. We got this one here, so we'll have to see. Blast Burn incoming. So I think they're going to recycle a lot of these starter Pokemon like we've seen before already to receive newer moves. It's not like I'm predicting that. We've already seen that taking place. Now, I also think that we're going to be receiving another move beyond a second Community Day. For a second move, we'll probably receive a third move. So Fuecoco's evolutions here. Pretty interesting Pokemon, I have to say. Personally, what is my favorite starter here out of these three? We got the cat, got this little alligator, and then we got the duck. Let's talk about the duck. Next up, we do have Quaxly, Quaxlevel, and Quaxleval. Okay, these names, man, you gotta really learn them, okay? So again, we're gonna have a pure water type up until the final evolution, where it is gonna be picking up another typing. And for Quaxlevel, it is going to be fighting. So it's going to be water and a fighting type with a max combat power of 3,775, attack 195, or sorry, stamina 195, attack 236, and then defense 198. If I'm saying the attack and stamina difference because they're usually flipped. It's going to be weak to grass, electric, flying, psychic, fairy, resisting water, fire, ice, steel, rock, bug, and dark type. Alrighty, so far, what's got the highest combat power? Okay, so it's definitely that Quaxlevel. Okay, so the duck so far has got the highest combat power out of all of them, as well as having a fighting type. this son of a gun could learn counter, we're looking at something pretty interesting. Next up, we do have Lechonk and Oinkalong. There's going to be two different versions. One's a male, one's a female. So kind of like the hippo, okay? So their stats are actually different. Dang, okay, well, never mind. Okay, well, I take that back. They're not quite the same. This is new territory for me. So taking a look at this normal type. Lechonk. Lechonk. All right, so for the male, normal type, max combat power is going to be 2,949, stamina 242, attack 186, and then defense 153. For the female, combat power 2,819, stamina 251, attack 169, and then defense 162. So it looks like the better one, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say better. So stamina is going to be for the female, attack is going to be for the male. So, you know, the female is going to be a little thicker while the male is going to be able to have higher attack. Okay, sounds good. All right, next up we do have Smoliv, which is going to be introduced very soon as it was leaked for an event that we are going to be seeing, I do believe, in September. Smoliv into Doliv into Abaliva. Look, okay, I'm learning here. Okay, I'm learning here. We'll get to it. We'll get the names down in the future. So Smoliv's evolution line is going to be reminiscent of olives, hence the names, right? So we do have grass and normal. Grass and normal. Do we have a, no, I was thinking of Meloetta. Not at the top of my head. I'm not thinking of a grass and normal type right now, but okay. So you resist ghost, weak to fighting, fire, flying. I mean, what the hell does grass and normal help with each other? Just another one of those types. Anyways, interesting Pokemon here. Final evolution is going to have a combat power of 3,245, stamina 186, attack 219, defense 189. It's going to be weak to fire, flying, poison, bug, ice, and fighting. Because of that normal typing, that freaking fighting. Resisting ghost, of course, grass, water, ground, and electric. So Smoliv's evolution. All right, next one we do have Pawniard, Bisharp into Kingambit. I do believe that's its name, right? It's going to maintain that dark and steel type. Kingambit could have been the perfect design almost, except for that weird samurai mustache they gave it. Still pretty cool. I'm not going to knock it or nothing. So this is going to have a whopping combat power of 4,038, a stamina of 225, attack 238, and then defense 203. It's going to be weak to fighting, fire, and ground. Resisting, that's the chair, resisting psychic, poison, normal, rock, flying, grass, ice, steel, dragon, ghost, and dark. Okay, so that's going to be interesting, and you don't have to worry about it. Candies will transfer. It does evolve from Bisharp. So very good, very good. Now that we do have the Paldean Tauros. Okay, so that's interesting. So we do have the Blaze breed and the aquatic breed. Again, this is all new to me. Really new. I didn't know that there was two different forms of this new Tauros. I knew there was a new Tauros, I just didn't know it was like a new form. Okay, so the regular one, the black one, it's just fighting. This is crazy. So there's three forms, and that's going to have a combat power of 3,207, a stamina of 181, attack 210, and then defense 193. Pure fighting. Next one's going to be fighting in fire. This is called the Blaze breed. Hey, that's the breed I am. All right. So we've got the combat power of, what's it going to be the same? Oh yeah. We don't need to read all of these. Okay, it's the same, and the only thing changing is their typing. So you got a maybe I'm Blaze. Speak up, Porky. Okay. All right, and then so fighting fire, fighting water. There's that. Okay, cool. All right, we'll see what kind of moves they give it. Paldean Wooper, and then we have its evolution, Clodsire. So we're going to be getting Community Day for this. Just a little bit of a heads up. Okay, we're getting a Community Day. This is going to be a poison and ground type. Combat power for the new Wooper is going to be 725. Okay, that's not big No, okay? Little cup, okay, whatever. Clogzire. Now this is where we want to see what is going to be good for. Looks like you could maybe max one of these out for potential use in the Ultra League, but unfortunately the combat power is going to be sitting at 2,207. But we've seen things like Lantern, Skarmory, who do not reach 2,500, but if you do max out, do perform well. Potentially, I mean, they could put in the work for sure. So Poison and Ground type. Okay, so you're looking at a Nidoking type thing going on here. Interesting. It's going to have a stamina of 277, attack 227, and then defense 151. All right, moving on to the next one here. We do have the new Mankey Primate evolution. So it's going to be going from fighting from Primate to fighting and Ghost. This is going to be like its new form here, right? Yeah. Ghost and Fighting. So what do we got for Ghost and Fighting? Do we got a Ghost and Fighting right now? Yeah, or maybe I'm spacing it out. But anyways, still pretty cool. It's going to be weak 2. Well, let's go over its stats first. Max combat power is going to be 3,695. Stamina 242. Attack 220. And then the defense 178. It's going to be weak to Flying, Psychic, Fairy, and Ghost. Resisting. This is pretty big here. Resisting Fighting, Normal, Bug, Rock, and Poison. That's pretty good resistance there. As far as the combat power, should be interesting. It's always good to see a new fighter, but they need counter. These fighters need counter, so there's that. All right, you want to know what my favorite is? What the one I'm the most excited for here? This one. Freaking heck. Why? I love the design. I would love some sort of a hoodie, not with a bunch of dumb little things. Well, those aren't dumb for its design, but if you were wearing a hoodie, I don't want all those things sticking up, but it would be cool to have like that kind of hoodie with teeth and an eye on it. With brown. Ooh, fresh. And that shiny that it has looks great. What are we talking about? Say the name. It's on screen. It's Girafarig into Farigiraf. Is that how you say its new name? So it's going to be maintaining its normal and psychic typing. It's going to be going from a max combat power from Girafarig 2,314 combat power to its Farigiraf normal fighting or psychic typing 3,223. Stamina 260. Oh my gosh, this thing's pretty thick. Well, at least it's got a lot of defense, or should I say HP. Attack 209. Wow. Nice attack too. Defense on the lower end-ish at 136. It's going to be weak to only 2 things, Dark and Bug, and resisting Ghost and Psychic. So I'm very excited for this one here. Combat power, unfortunately, is not looking like it's going to do much for the Master League at all, unless it got like double kick or something like that, and then like Earth Power, which I highly doubt it learns those moves. See, the thing about things that go into the Master League is they need coverage for Steel. If you don't have coverage for Steel, you're screwed. All right? Even if you do, you're still kind of left, you're stuck between a rock and a legendary. Anyways, moving on to the next one, we have Dudunsparce. Now we have Dudunsparce 2-segment form and 3-segment form. Okay, I don't know, whatever. It's going to be the same stats, so it's the Dudunsparce itself. Regular one is going from max combat power of 1909 to the 2-segment form and the 3-segment form, which the shinies are going to be the same as well, by the way. 3,097 stamina. Wow, it's pretty good. 268 attack, 188, and then defense 150. So everything's pretty rounded. Things looking pretty good there, and that's about it. There you have it, folks. Man, I had a hell of a time learning those new names and making sure I said them somewhat correct. But I already know. Let me know down below what I said wrong, how I said it wrong, why I said it wrong, and all the details in between, right? Girafarig, Farigiraf. Boy, you have no idea why I don't know why. I just got this weird attachment to it. I like it a lot. It's awesome. But yeah, let me know what you're excited for. Now, that's not just the only one I'm excited for. There's a lot of great stuff on this list here that looks really good, but I'm just not going to get my hopes up. I don't know why I'm getting my hopes up for Girafarig, Farigiraf. What is it going to do for me? But hey, it's still a cool Pokemon and it has a great shiny. But if you did enjoy this video, folks, please make sure you do give it a thumbs up. You all have been hitting the smashing the like button, hitting that like button. I appreciate it. And by the way, it seems like you all want to see Athena. Is that what Athena? Hey girl, hey, She's just laying here with me. Hey, baby, everybody wants to see you. You guys want to see her? Let's see her. Let's see what Athena is doing. I'm gonna have to, unfortunately, hopefully that doesn't screw up the audio throughout the whole video. There she is. There's Athena. Happy girl, like usual. Oh, baby. Yep, there she is. Just wanted to give you all a shot with all my messy cords. She's just always this loyal little doggy just sitting here waiting for me to edit. Aren't you a good girl, baby? Yeah, you're the best one ever. Alright, folks. Thank you for watching. Ooh. Yeah. This is the setup here. Alright, y'all. Take care. Make sure you hit the like button. Are you so cozy, girl? Nice cozy rainy day. Yeah, baby. This is like, what are you doing? Yeah, baby. Take a nice nap. Good girl. Just keeping an eye on me.